Hey everyone, welcome back. This time around we're going to check out the Surefire DBR Guardian, and this recently was on sale and went ahead and picked it up, and a couple other Surefire things. You can see it's a little bit of a different from the traditional flashlight design. We've got two switches here, two separate beams, and an indicator light. I have USB-C charging, excuse me. And your lanyard holds down here. It does come with a decent lanyard here. And you can see externally this cutout here. Now this, I'm not positive, but this appears to be a battery pack or a battery pack cover liner for it. So this is where your heat dissipation seems to come out of. And the two beam design here, each one has its own switch. So I have it set right now. You can reprogram it to go low, medium, high. And you can set it to do, I think by default it was high, medium, low. And then you can set it also for there are 5 profiles overall. And so by default that first one is high, medium, low. And then the second one would be low, medium, high. The third one is Intellibeam only, and Intellibeam, we'll get to that in a minute here. The fourth one would be Intellibeam and high, and then the fifth one would be momentary only. So you can go ahead and switch between the profiles there. It has to be, you don't have to have it plugged in and charging to do it. So it's just each switch controls each beam. So the way you would program it would be to hold down both buttons, and then when it does that, you hit the side that you want to program, and then you hit the corresponding number for the profile. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you hold down the opposite side until it starts blinking at you again. So now it's momentary only, set to profile 5 there. So that's how that works. And let's see, Intellibeam was profile 3 for Intellibeam only. So we'll program this side. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this should be Intellibeam only. What is Intellibeam? Well, on the front here, between the two beams, this is actually a little light sensor right there. So Intellibeam is supposed to adjust itself automatically so that you're not getting too much or too little light. So if you walk into a room, it might dim itself a little bit, and then as you approach, like if you're walking up to a wall, it will dim itself out. So we can demonstrate this, and there, and you can see the beam actually gets dimmer. Even though I'm getting closer, it's not gaining intensity like you would expect. And then as I move it away, okay, so that's Intellibeam, and you can see how bright it is there. Can you see that it flared there? So it's getting less light back. Okay, so that it does work. It is not perfect, and I've got a little short addition onto this that I'll throw in there so that you can see how it works outside, but it's not perfect. So it will stand on that side, so the big beam side, and then it will tail stand even with the lanyard attached. So that's not too bad. The USB-C charging, this is your charging cable right here. That's it. That's all, as long as it is. So really not very long at all. It's a 10-inch cable, so not even a foot long. I like the light overall. I've got some gripes about it though. So this is supposedly impact resistant, but there is no water resistance, or excuse me, there is no waterproofing to it. An email from Surefire told me that it is IPX4 rated. So this is, depending on when you buy, $160 to $180 light, and it's not even actually waterproof there. So for size comparison to other lights, this is the new S2R Baton 2. And then I've got a Zebra Light SC600 Model 3 here. So both of these together cost a little bit less than this actually. And both of these are waterproof. And to be fair, the second light on here is actually a flood, and then this one really is a spot, and it's got good intensity. It had a good long throw, as you'll see in some pictures at the end there. I don't know, if you don't need the convenience of this, I would say it's not really worth the money. I went ahead and bought it. I'd wanted to try Surefire products out for a while, but they were always so much more expensive, and I saw that this price had dropped a bit, and I picked it up. Alright, made in the USA, that's a great thing. And then I started reading reviews from other people, just comments on websites and that, and they're saying it's not waterproof. Well, it didn't even occur to me that it might not be waterproof. So IPX4 will keep you safe from heavy rain. I've said before, I have an old mini mag that's supposedly IPX4 rated, and I've used that in torrential downpours, and it's fine from rain. Just if you drop it in a puddle, you gotta pick it right up. If it submerges, it's probably going to kill it. And you might be able to save it if you dry it out, but you want to try and avoid needing to save it. So $160 for this light, and if you drop it in a puddle, it might not work anymore. So it's really not a good deal. And you know, Zebra Light is an American-owned company, but they make their products overseas, and Olight, of course, is one of the Chinese brands there. So I'm willing to pay more money for a product that's made in the United States if it's as good a quality, or better, preferably, but at least as good a quality as some of the other stuff. I'm not willing to pay more money for less quality products, though. And it really disappoints me that Surefire would put something like this out, because they're one of a handful of American flashlight manufacturers. So it's really disappointing there. So hopefully somebody from Surefire will see this, and you know, you guys can do a updated DBR Guardian here and actually seal it. One of the complaints I was saying was the lenses are not sealed well enough, so the light still functioned after submerging it, but the lenses had water in them, and they never entirely cleared on their own. The person would have had to have taken the light apart, which of course voids your warranty. Now, to be fair, it doesn't say that it's waterproof in the advertising I saw. It says it's like weatherproof or something like that. So this does fill the billet of two different lights, and the Intellibeam it's an attractive feature, but it's not good enough where I would rely on it. And you'll see in the video that I'm going to add on to this. It really doesn't work perfectly. It doesn't seem to work on dirt very well. I'm not sure if that's because dirt just breaks up the light beam too much, and it's not getting enough light back directly into the sensor so that it knows it needs to turn off. But it's really disappointing there. So let's play around with the Intellibeam here. See how it dims there, take it away. So it's just a light sensor, that's all it is. Okay. So since it's not rated for waterproofing, submersion, I'm not going to try and submerge it. I'm not going to try and make it do something it's not designed to do. But I like the idea of it. It just needs some improvement, especially if they're going to keep $150 to $180 price point. That's a lot of money for a single light. So that's kind of the ground a few feet in front of me there. And we'll start with the flood lamp here. So it lights up pretty good. Oh, piece of garbage there. Quit throwing your garbage on the ground, people. So that's no light. And I can see a little bit better than that. And there's the medium, or that's the low actually. So I'll go through the modes here. So off, low, medium, high. And that's about right there. That's about right there. That's probably a little brighter than my eye can see. And that's definitely brighter than my eye can see. Though I can see everything very clear there. So there's the darkness there. How far out does the high go? You see bush. I guess that's 20-25 feet right there. And can't really see that other bush out there. Oh yeah, you can a little bit, huh? Okay. So then the spot I just have on an Intellibeam here. So you see darkness and boom! Look at that bush right there. So this is only rated at 800 lumens on this lens, but it is fairly high intensity. And it does work good. It's not perfect. So you can see how intense that is here. We'll follow it down. And we can see right there, that's just right at my foot. And it did not decrease. So it's not perfect. Come over here. So we got, it did decrease a little bit there. But it's really not perfect. You can see that it is decreasing though. Try and keep the camera with it. That doesn't white out quite as much as that. So that was really white. There you go. That's a better decrease right there. So it's really not perfect, but it does work. I just think it's funny that they list this as being an outdoor product, and I could feel the battery pack heating up a little bit from that. But they list this as an outdoor product, and it doesn't seem to work all that great outdoors with the Intellibeam on. But as far as how the beams do work, so that's wow, I can't even think right now. And then, so that's your floodlight. Try and keep it down. Okay, so this is about a 40-foot trailer, and that's the medium. And there's the high there. So it's actually really good as an inspection type beam, or if you want to look at a room, if you have that in mind, search and rescue, tactical, whatever. And then for the Intellibeam, that really just lights it up. So again, it does work, not perfect, and there you go.